Very quickly, as promised before, let's touch base with the management of Oberoi Realty. They came up with a good set of numbers. Vikas Oberoi joins in at this point. Mr. Oberoi, thanks very much for taking out the time. First up, can you give us an indication of the square feet sold in Q4 and which projects were the major contributors for earnings?
I won't be able to give you exact square footage, but we've done sales in Splendor. We've done sales in Splendor Grande, and we've done Exquisite and Esquire. So these are 4 projects that have predominantly contributed to the square footage that you're really looking at.
Because just one particular question on a particular project, Esquire, has it reached revenue recognition, and if not, then when would it be eligible?
Exquisite has reached revenue recognition. Esquire hasn't reached revenue recognition. We intend to do that. Rather, it'll happen this year now.
By which quarter, Mr. Oberoi?
Maybe in the second or the third quarter. Now new rules have come into play, so we'll need to see how this works on our project, and then the entire revenue recognition mechanism is changed, so we'll need to see how this pans out.
What's the update on the environmental clearances for the Mulund and the Worli projects, Vikas?
So Worli, obviously we are on the 18th floor, and the project's doing well. We've got all clearances there. With regards to Mulund, we are awaiting environment clearance. The state government has applied to MOEF, Delhi, and my team tells me that we should get it in the next 2 months or max 3 months. So,
all right. Let's talk about margins. They've dropped over last year and have come in below what the street was anticipating. Do you see margin pressure continuing going forward?
Not really. Firstly, margins have come down because costs have gone up, and these costs affect projects that have been pre-sold. So going forward, when we account for the balance project, which yet has to be sold at current prices also, we actually do as much or even better than the margins that we've done last year. So project to project, we continue to maintain or improve our margins. I don't see any stress there.
We'll let you go. What's the plan to get the promoter shareholding down to 75%? Fresh equity issuance, or will promoters sell stake?
Firstly, fortunately, I have until October to play this out. I'm going to see how the market pans out, and we'll take a prudent call. Company comes first. So whatever is good for the company, good for investors is what we ideally and actually want to do. And so like I said, that we have time. We'll see how June pans out for most of the people, and then take a call.
Leave it at that, Vikas. Thanks so much for taking the time out and joining us and giving us that perspective above estimates about the numbers of Oberoi Realty. And the stock is doing okay in the session. What is doing really well is Reliance, the ADAG Group stock. So Reliance Infra is up 4.5% at the highest point of the day. Arcom 6.5%, if I'm not wrong, above 90 now. So this is the level from where it started cracking, and it's gone up significantly, 92.9, in fact